the late appeals, you
Okay, Mr. Kelly, you're all good?
Yes,
And
I am.
Megan,
I
and
am.
Megan,
Thank
you're
you.
good? Because I'm gonna bring everybody in now.
Yes, I'm good.
okay?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
How's everybody doing?
All right.
Good, thank you.
All right, is everybody in?
Everybody's in from the waiting room.
Okay, today is Thursday, September 18th, 2025. We're having the Board of Building Standards meeting. I'm Amy Rivera.
Pretty,
With me today, go ahead.
I'm
I'm
Anthony
pretty,
Marone.
pretty Preg board member.
Wayne Miller, board member?
Uh,
Matthew Webster, Board Counsel.
Deborah Richardson, Boards Administration.
I'm Matthew Wojcik, LMI Supervisor.
All right, thank you, everyone. Our first case we're going to hear is for 2119 West Toronto Street. Is anyone here for that case?
I'll
Deb,
read
did-
it into the record.
All right, I'm going to let Debbie read it into the record, and Megan, then I'll swear you in.
So this is case number 9 on today's agenda, MI 2025-003083 for 2119 West Toronto Street.
Megan, can you raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you. Go ahead, you can present the case.
Deb, are we going to read in the ones that we're no standing in agreement for, or?
This is the first one you wanted to mention that they
Yes.
asked for a continuance. So
Yes,
the only change that there was, I spoke to the appellant yesterday on the phone after you spoke to them, and she asked it to be pushed till October 16th, if that was okay. So I
Yeah,
told her that was fine.
the department is fine with that.
Okay, so we're continuing Toronto Street to October 16th.
And I just, the board needs to vote on accepting
Correct.
this as a late appeal. I accept this as a late appeal. Can the other board members respond?
I accept as a late appeal.
I accept it as a late appeal.
Okay, thank you. We're going to move to the next case. The next case we're hearing is 5438 Morris Street. Is anyone here for that case? 5438 Morris Street.
I don't think they're here because Megan talked to them. but- Okay,
Yes, I
I'll read
did.
it into the record.
Okay.
Case number 1 on MI 2025-004065 for 5438 Morris Street.
All right, Megan, do you want to present the case?
Yes, so we are going to ask for this to be dismissed on standing. When I spoke to the petitioner, Miss Smith, multiple times within the last week, she stated that she is not the owner of the property. Her mother is. Her mother is deceased, and she is working with legal services to get the deed in her name. So she technically cannot make any kind of agreements with the department as she's not the legal owner of the property.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Everybody has to vote on that, right?
Does the appellant object to this characterization?
I'm sorry?
Is the appellant present?
When I spoke to her yesterday, she asked me if she needed to appear. I told her that I couldn't tell her not to appear, and I wasn't telling her to appear. But to my knowledge, the last I spoke to her yesterday, she was supposed to be coming to the hearing.
I'm comfortable recommending that we dismiss for failure to appear rather than on any standing grounds.
Okay, then I agree that we will dismiss for failure to appear. Can the other board members chime in?
I agree with the
Every-
dismissal.
I agree also.
But
Go ahead.
this is the reporter. I hope I'm not out of line, but did you want to confirm service?
Thank you. You're not out of line. Thank you very much, sir.
She's not the owner of the property, so would we be able to hear it even if she was here?
That, if they're not here to debate the matter of standing, then I'm not comfortable. I don't recommend that we vote on the matter of standing. That could be contested. If there was service, then we could vote to dismiss for failure to appear.
What case number is that?
We're
Uh,
talking about
Mark.
case number 5438 Morris Street,
That would
correct?
be me. I apologize. I had to call to get the Zoom link because I didn't know how to get in touch with you. So apology to you for being a
Can
few
I ask-
minutes late.
can
I
I ask-
apologize.
Can you please state your name and spell it for the court reporter?
ELNEEDASMITH Smith, Alneda. And I'm Sheila Smith.
Thank you. Can I swear you in?
Yes, you can.
Can you raise your right hand? And do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do, yes.
Thank you. All right, so we're not dismissing for
So,
failure to appear,
uh,
but we,
Ms. Flade, can you repeat your argument
Yes.
for
Yes.
the standing?
Good afternoon, Ms. Smith. How are you?
Good afternoon.
I was just stating to the board that when we spoke during the week, that you indicated that you are not the owner of the property, but you are working with legal services to help get the deed in your name, correct?
Correct. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So is there, but, so
Uh,
can
the-
we dismiss on standing now
Does-
since?
Does Miss
Yes.
Smith understand what has to happen once the case is dismissed? She will have to file again
She
as the
can't
owner.
right now.
And again, but
Yeah.
as the owner, once she becomes the owner.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
we've-
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I spoke with Megan.
That's me, Miss Smith.
Hey, and I'm
Hi.
also working with Karen at Philadelphia Legal. She already put in motion to start the work for the deed change.
Right. And then I stated to her that when that happens, that she needs to contact
Yes.
me so we can update the system with her information and get a notice of violation sent out to her so she can have her appeal rights.
And this is Ms. Robinson, right?
Yes.
And would you like to, you may withdraw your appeal, or we can vote on the matter of whether to dismiss it.
I don't understand that.
It means if you agree that you're not the owner and that you don't have standing.
I do.
Okay.
I do. I've just been in the property for about 60 years.
Okay, we can move forward with the vote.
all right, I vote to dismiss for standing, for no standing.
I agree.
I also agree, Abe.
And I also want to vote on, we accept it as a late appeal.
Yes, I accept it, the late appeal.
All right, Thank you.
Pradeep, do you accept it?
Oh, I apologize. Yeah, I accept.
Okay.
Accept the
Thank
late
you.
appeal, accept dismissal.
then our next case we will hear is for 1271 South Dover Street. Is
Am I free
anyone,
to go?
is anyone,
I'm here.
yes, you are.
Yes, Miss Smith, you can leave.
Is
What number
anyone-
is that, Abe?
Well, it's,
Thank you, Ms.
on our
Smith.
list, it's item number 7, but we're hearing this third for 1271 South Dover Street. Is Anthony Marone here?
I'm here. Yeah, Anthony Marone's here.
Okay. Anthony, can you raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
And court reporter, do you have his proper spelling?
Yes, I do. Thank you.
Okay. I agree that I vote that we hear this as a late appeal. Other board members?
Yes. I agree that we hear it, with the late appeal, yes.
I agree for the late appeal.
Okay, Debbie, can you read this in?
Okay, so case number 7, MI 2025-005316 for 1271 South Dover Street. Is that correct? Is that the right one?
Correct.
Okay.
All right, Megan, do you want to present this case?
Yes, there is no action on the board since the case has been complied.
All right, and Mr. Maroon, are you in agreement with that?
Yes.
Okay, good luck.
That's it. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Have a good
That
day.
was easy.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes, it was.
Our next case is 4236 Otter Street. Karen Becerra,
Anaya. Anaya Becerra.
Anaya. All right, who's Karen Becerra? That's who,
Oh, for some reason, I have two last names, and my first last name is actually the one, but yeah, it's Karen Joanna Anaya Becerra. It's my full name. Sorry.
so Karen Joanna Becerra?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. I agree to hear this as a late appeal.
Yes.
Other board members?
I agree.
I agree.
Karen, can I swear you in?
Yes.
Can you raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. All right, Megan, do you want to present this case?
Yes, there is no action on the part of the board since a permit was issued on September 3rd.
Okay, thank you. Karen or Anaya, you may be dismissed.
Okay, sorry. Just have a question on this. So that means that I don't have like the penalties or anything anymore? It's just I was a little confused because this is the first time I'm doing this, so I'm not sure how.
Which penalties are you referring to?
Because this is for Elonite,
Mhm.
I got, right? And I received like a in the a notice that it had some penalties because I didn't do the fix at the moment. And the thing is like I didn't receive because my tenant was still in my mail. And then when I found that out, that was still there, like I owed this money, but I went through the process and finding the inspector and all of that, even when I was
Are you are you talking about the
Fines and
$2,000 per
penalties.
day?
Yeah.
like, yes, and all,
Those fees and fines do not apply unless the property goes unrepaired and it gets sent over to equity court and a judge will impose those. So for this case that we're speaking about today, you do not have any reinspection fees or there's no fees or fines.
Fines or penalties.
Yep, so you're fine.
thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I did not have Deborah Richardson read this case into the record, so I'm going to have her do that now.
So this is case number 8 on today's list, MI 2025-003360, 4236 Otter Street.
Okay, we just completed that case. Next, we're going to move to case 1425 Locust Street, Bethany Bender.
Yes.
This is also a late appeal. I agree to accept this as a late appeal. Other board members?
I accept to agree to the late appeal. Yes.
I agree to the late appeal.
Okay, Debbie, please read this in.
Case number 4 on today's agenda, MI 2025-004849 for 1425 Locust Street.
All right, Bethany, you are present.
Yes, I'm here.
Can you raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you. Megan, do you want to tell us about this case?
Yeah, just give me 1 second. I have in my notes that there's a permit issued. Let me just give me 1 second, please, just to double check my,
Sure.
yeah, to double check my notes. So I'm gonna put you all on a hold for 1 second, okay?
No problem.
Okay, sorry about that. I just wanted to double check myself. So yes, there's no action on the part of, the board as there has been an issued make safe permit.
Okay, great. Thank you.
When?
The permit was issued on July 29th of 25.
Okay. Thank you.
May I
Alright.
ask a question?
Sure.
Does that, so my appeal was essentially because of the violations that were open, we couldn't get rental licenses. I manage about 9 units in this building. It's a condo building. So will I be able to get those rental license now, or do I have
No.
to wait until all the work is done?
The work needs to be completed and a final inspection needs to be completed by the area inspector before they close out the case. So once the case is closed out, when the work is done, then you would be able to apply for your rental licenses.
Okay.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. All right, our next case is item number 5 on the list. It's 2115 North Natrona Street. Is anyone here for that case?
Yes.
Okay, let us read this into the record.
Case number 5, MI 2025-004817 for 2115 North Natrona Street.
All right, we're accepting this or I vote to accept this as a late appeal. Other board members?
I agree to the late appeal.
I agree to the late appeal.
Okay. Taikisha Somerville,
Yes.
can I swear you in?
Yes.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Thank you. Megan, do you want to present this case?
Can we just have it read in?
Yeah, it was,
Read it to
It was
the
read in.
record.
Debbie read it in.
I did read it.
Yep.
Go ahead, Megan.
Okay, so Miss Somerville and I spoke on the phone the other day and we came to an agreement for a permit in 30 days.
Okay.
Does the agreement specify as to how to dispose of the appeal? Is it withdrawn?
No, I didn't discuss that.
Can we dismiss it as a board, Matthew?
Ms. Somerville, do you have an opinion as to how to dispose of your appeal?
No, I just have something to say because I couldn't get the money to get the work done. So instead of trying to get the work done and get a permit, I was going to put the property up for sale.
So that sounds like you're not agreeing to the
Right, so
conditions
was
of the
that
agreement.
after we spoke?
We spoke when I
Yeah.
spoke to you. I mentioned it.
Right, but if it didn't, then I thought we came to the agreement for a permit in 30 days. If you didn't sell the property, then it was gonna be 30 days for,
I thought it was 90 days.
I have 30 here.
Megan, is this an unsafe?
It is an unsafe only, not ID.
Because I'm not the owner. My mother is, and she passed away in 2022. I just started trying to handle everything.
Oh, do we have a standing issue then, if you're not the owner?
Yeah, I'm not the owner. I'm not the owner, but I went to City Hall and went through becoming I think it's called the executor of the estate.
Matthew?
I'm hesitant to give advice to the full room. If you would like me to weigh into the full room, I'm willing. But it negates any privilege that you would have with me as your counsel.
You want an executive session then?
I don't know that we are able to do that.
What?
Ben?
Okay.
No, we're not going to do a breakout room. Can you take everybody out of the Zoom? And we're going to have to ask you two to please step out for a minute. Sorry, again. I think you have to take Megan out too. Okay. Matthew probably shouldn't be in the room either. Matthew.
Yeah.
Wojcik.
I figured.
All right. Go ahead, Matthew.
So if Megan has a signed settlement agreement,
Excuse me. Bring everybody in.
This is
All right,
the
Miss-
reporter on here.
Okay.
Are you here, John? You ready?
Ms. Somerville,
Yes, he
it's,
is.
Yes.
we'd like to continue this case for 60 days. It's our understanding that you don't have a signed written agreement with L&I for the 30 days that was spoken about. But you'll need to present to us paperwork that you are the executor of the estate.
Okay.
But again, we'll continue this for 60 days. And in the interim, if you sell it, then that new owner will be issued the violation.
Okay. Now, how do I submit the paperwork?
You can send it to Deborah Richardson.
Okay.
Did you get my email on Monday for the Zoom link?
No, I actually just got a Zoom link yesterday.
Okay.
I don't know if it.
Do you have a pen and paper? I'll give you my email address.
I don't have a thing. I'm sorry.
Let me know when you're ready.
I'm just typing in my phone.
That's fine. I can just give you the board's admin email.
Okay, I'll take the email now. I could
So
just
it's
type in.
boards, BOARDS,
Mm-hmm.
ADMIN, admin, at phila.gov.
Okay.
And the phone number for the office, in case that doesn't work, is 215-686-2427.
2427. Okay.
Okay? And then
All
you
right.
can ask for me because I'm the one that would have to send it to the board members, your paperwork.
And what's your name again?
Debbie Richardson.
Okay.
All right?
All right. Thank you.
You're
All right.
welcome.
Thank you, Ms. Somerville.
Thank you.
All right, our next case is listed as number 6. It's for 7917 Ardley Street. Kevin O'Keefe is the applicant. It is another late appeal. I agree to accept it as a late appeal. Other board members?
I agree to accept it as a late appeal.
I agree.
All right, Debbie, can you read it in?
Case number 6 on today's schedule, MI 2025-003628 for 7917 Ardley Street. Is that how you pronounce it?
Yep.
All right,
Okay,
Mr.
very good.
O'Keefe, can you turn your camera on?
Sure. Let me figure that out here. Yeah. Oh, you know what? Hold on.
Thank you. We just need a visual of you.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out how let me do that. Okay, there we go. Okay. So video. Okay, how's that?
Good. Can you raise your right
Okay.
hand?
Sure.
Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Megan, can you present this case to us?
Sure. Hello, Mr. O'Keefe. How are you?
Good, Megan. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you. So Mr. O'Keefe and I came to an agreement that there was going to be a demo permit under review in 30 days. You, right, correctly, you signed a contract with the demo contractor
Yeah, I signed it last Thursday.
on
In fact,
9/12, right?
Yep.
Okay,
And then they're coming in tomorrow. He said he'll get back to me by 12 tomorrow because they're going in the morning. They have
okay.
an appointment for putting the application in.
So we are in agreement for a demo permit to be under review in 30 days.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, Mr. O'Keefe.
Thank you,
Good luck.
folks. Appreciate your help, Deborah. Yep,
Okay.
Thank you.
Have a good
No
day.
problem.
You too. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, moving right along, Aim.
There we go, right?
All right, our next case is listed as case number 2. It's for 1835 East Cambria Street.
Cambria.
Ann Hawkins is the applicant. I I vote to accept this as a late appeal.
I also vote to accept it as a late appeal.
I agree.
Okay, thank you.
What?
Can each of you present for this case say your names and spell them? Oh, I'm sorry. Let Debbie read it in first, and we'll do that.
This is case number 2 on the list today. MI 2025-005038 for 1835 East Cambria Street.
Okay, now you can say your names for the record and spell them.
State your name.
Neil Hawkins, Neil, Hawkins, Hawkins.
Cecil Hawkins, Cecil Hawkins, Hawkins.
And who are you in relationship to Ann Hawkins?
We are her brothers. We're triplets.
Okay.
Holy cow.
I'm going to swear each of you in. Neil, can you raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. Cecil, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Thank you. Are all 3 of you the legal owners?
No, Ann Hawkins is the owner.
Okay, Matthew, do we have standing issues?
Yes.
Okay. Megan, do you want to present the case?
Am I able to, as she's not here?
Do you object on the grounds of standing?
I mean,
No,
I'll
no.
present the case, but we can't make agreements. They can't agree to anything because they're not legally the owner of the property.
Standing is a waivable issue if the city wishes to waive it.
Hold on, I'll confer with my,
Could Ann not be here?
Yes, I wanted to ask, is it perhaps okay for me to talk or give her statement on on our behalf?
That's
Are you a lawyer, sir?
Say
Are
again?
you an attorney?
No.
So in general, to speak on someone's behalf in front of a tribunal like this board, you would have to be an attorney for that person. If the statement is something along the lines of, she couldn't be here today, can we hold this hearing at a later date? The board might entertain that.
That's probably what I wanted to do.
So
Ask
this-
for a continuance.
You're asking for a continuance.
Sure.
hello? Yeah, so we are not in agreement, for hearing, out the case, as the brothers are not going to be able to pull a permit either.
So they've asked for a continuance because the appellant was not able to come. I believe the board is willing to entertain that request.
Is it
Yes.
so that she can come at a later date?
Yes.
Okay. I agree with
Is-
that. I also agree to accept this as a late appeal. I think we did that. already.
Okay. I
Am I
also
able to-
accepted, hold on, Meg. I also
Okay.
agree to relate appeal. And I also agree to letting the 2 brothers speak for their mother.
Their sister,
Yeah, for a continuance.
or a
Okay.
continuance for their sister.
Yes, for their sister. I'm sorry.
Mhm.
Is he, are they, I'm sorry, wait, are they providing a letter or are they bringing the sister in?
Well, we're just continuing and she will come in.
Moving to
on
the
the
next
hearing.
one.
Yeah.
Okay,
Or be on a Zoom, whichever, it doesn't matter.
okay.
I agree.
Pradeep, are you in agreement?
I agree for the late appeal. I agree for continuance.
Do we know when it's continued to?
What works for you guys?
Is this property occupied?
No.
Okay,
Is it unsafe, Megan, or is it,
it's unsafe.
okay?
Okay, all right.
Yeah, a fire damage. As much leniency as possible to the court.
60
Well-
days?
60 days sounds great.
Okay, I just want to make sure you understand, the 60 days just means till we have till we hear Ann. It doesn't mean you should be starting any work. If you want to file for the permit, you can, but we're not giving you 60 days to get work done, if that makes sense.
Right, and when you say get work done,
Like, we don't want you to start fixing the house. You need to get a permit.
right, to make safe permit,
Right.
yes. contract.
Yes.
Mhm.
We was looking to,
Right. All right, so we're giving you 60 days. We'll
Get a permit.
reschedule the case and
Yes.
rehear it.
Yes.
Another question, what if my sister asks to, plans to sell the house as is? Can that be done?
That can be done.
Sure.
That's not a determination for this
Yeah,
board,
that-
but
it
But
does-
to answer your question, yes, if you provided, the prospective buyers are aware that there is an unsafe condition on the property, yes, you could sell the property, and then the new owners would just have to notify the department that there is a new owner, and then we would mail out notification to whomever the new owner is.
Very good,
And if it is sold, can I ask that you withdraw the case?
yes.
All right, thank you. You're dismissed.
Oh, thank you.
Okay. All right, guys.
Have a good day.
Okay.
Thank you. Okay, our last violation is for 5501 Chancellor Street. Is anyone here for that case?
Going once. Going
just a
twice.
moment, Wayne, just a moment, Wayne. The appellant apparently called the office to request the Zoom link. So it appears the appellant is making efforts to be here and is unable. If the board may do with that information as they wish.
Okay.
I think we should continue it. It's unsafe, Megan?
Yes, it is unsafe.
Can we continue it
Hey.
to our next hearing in October?
Aim, how about if during the course of this, the last few cases she calls in or he calls in, will we hear the case? Why don't you bring it up? Is that the case? Because she called in today for the Zoom link, right,
Yes.
Matt? Okay.
This- Yeah,
Is
this
it-
is
Megan,
the,
are you available later today?
I
If need-
leave at 3, so
Okay,
no.
so that might not be an option, Mr.
Oh,
Moore.
okay. All right.
We can
Okay.
continue this to, the next date
We'll
is
con-
October 2nd, or the one after that is October 16th.
Let's continue
So-
to October 2nd.
2nd, okay, I'll let her know.
Okie dokie. Okie
Okay,
dokie.
and that is it for our violation cases today.
That's the way it
and-
looks.
At 2:00, we can start our refusal cases.
Okay, everybody, thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you,
Hi,
Megan.
Megan.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Board of Building Standards for September 18th, 2025. I'm Amy Rivera, board member.
Wayne Miller, board member.
Pradeep Parekh, board member.
Matthew Webster, board counsel.
John Dimes, Fire Code.
I'm Matthew Wojcik, L&I supervisor.
Deborah Richardson, Boards Administration.
All right, thank you. Our first case is going to be 1118 East Montgomery Avenue. Alfred Dragani is the applicant.
Hello?
Are you present? Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Is there anyone else here with you for this case?
I expected my client and the building owner, Matt Papajohn, to be present, but he's in upstate New York, so that it's possible he has a signal challenge.
Do you need them here to present, or would you like them here? We can start with a different case.
A long drive.
Yeah, I'm comfortable. Well, maybe we could go, perhaps we could go second, I guess, just to give Matt an opportunity to join us.
Sure. All right,
Thank you.
then we'll start with 3721 Chestnut Street. James Campbell is the applicant. Oh, you're for, Mr. Campbell?
Yes, hi,
Hi.
Jim Campbell here. Sorry, I was
Can I swear
unmuted.
you in?
I'm sorry?
Can I swear you in?
Yes, please.
You
please
raise
do.
your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right, thank you. Is anyone else here with you for that case?
Yes. Rick Malcolm is also here. He is with, he's the architect for the design work. And Bob Becker is the engineer for the work as well.
Is
And
Bob
both of-
Becker here?
Bob Becker's not here. He's running a little bit late, so he might pop in.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
There's Rick.
Rick, can
Yeah.
I swear you in then?
Yes,
Can you raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you. Yeah, Debbie, can you read it in?
Case number 11 on today's agenda, MI 2025-005291 for 3721 Chestnut Street.
Okay, whoever's going to present the case, you may proceed.
All right, I will be happy to start with, this is an existing building at 3721 Chestnut Street. I'm assuming everybody has copies of the drawings in
No,
front of them? No?
someone will need to bring them up. We were not given, the board members were not given copies of the drawings.
Oh, all right, fine. Rick, can you bring them up and share your screen, please?
Yes.
Thank you.
Can everyone see the drawings?
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah. All right.
You can continue with your presentation, Mr. Campbell.
Okay, great, thank you. So there are a series of issues with this existing building that we're repurposing from residential to a business use. It will be the offices of the Daily Pennsylvanian, which is the student newsletter out at the University of Pennsylvania. And Rick is the architect for this work, and I've been assisting him with getting through the permitting process here in Philadelphia. We received a number of refusals for the building, primarily because of it's an existing building and it's difficult, if not impossible, to make it fully code compliant. But we're looking to do everything we can to receive an adequate variance and provide for reasonable security and safety of the occupants and visitors here. So if I may, I can just start down the refusals and just talk about how we've addressed them. And Rick, if you would please just chime in as I go down these.
Okay.
Okay, so the first one is the means of egress for a change of use from to an equal or lower hazard category. So we're going from residential to a business use where there's not going to be anybody sleeping overnight in the building. So where the change of occupancy is made equal to or a lesser hazard category, existing elements of the means of egress shall comply with the requirements, for a new occupancy classification. And we certainly understand that, and we're going to try to comply as much as possible to do so. And there are a number of other elements down below here that we'll talk about. So egress doors, first of all, we've got a fairly nice existing central stair, which you can see in the drawings. Unfortunately, yes, thanks, Rick, for pointing that out. Unfortunately, there's insufficient room at the existing top landing for a fully code compliant landing. And in part, that's because we need to be able to get from the front of the building to the back of the building. But we have found a operable door that can close, providing an adequate dimension for egress at the stair, and at the same time provide separation from the stair tower to the second and third floor there, which you can see on the drawings. So it's our hope that we'll be able to use that. We have full documentation on this automatic door. Should any of the board members want to see that.
I'm not understanding where this automatic door is.
Okay, Rick, if you could just point that out, please, that would be great.
So this is it's called a wand door. Right now it's in a pocket and it releases out when there's a fire. So passageway would kind of happen on this side of it, and then you can open this door to access stairways. And then with this design, this curved design will allow egress down through without it opening.
Right, and at the second floor, it gives us access, so somebody coming down from the third floor, if that door is closed, has full access to exit the building there.
Excuse me, this is Lieutenant Dimes Fire Code. How tall is the building?
3 stories.
How many feet?
Rick, 32?
Any standpipe going in there?
No.
Okay.
It will be fully sprinklered, however. And Rick, I haven't seen the fire design for the building.
30 feet, right?
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure that there aren't standpipes in this.
Yeah, it's measured from the
low.
lowest point of fire department access to the floor of the third floor. Is it 30 feet? That's what I was trying to determine.
No.
Okay.
Rick, go ahead, blow that up, please.
So it's I guess from street level, curbside, the third floor is around like 20. From first floor to third floor is around 23 feet, plus another, say, 5 or 6 feet up to that point. So it's around.
All right, so you don't need a
feet.
standpipe. That was just worrying about the landing and the standpipe.
Exactly.
What is the narrowest dimension once that door is in the deployed state? It looks like it's while you're navigating the landing between flights.
So I think we have it, it's around, I think we divided it so it's equal. So it's around 2'10.5" is what the room we have. That door has some thickness to it.
That's to get to the back. That's to get to the back. Right? I think the question is
within the stairway. So from the third floor, all the levels have deployed. So as you get to the second floor and you're continuing down, you will encounter an arc. I don't know what that dimension is. Is it less than 2 feet? Is it 28 inches? What is that clearance?
Well, I think it's 2'10" on the interior as well too at this point. If that's what you're referring to.
Yeah, that would be So okay, so
yeah, because I divided them in half like equally. You know what I mean? So that wall is positioned so it divides it, but it has a thickness to it.
Wouldn't it be if you were to provide enclosure with the walls going all the way from party wall to party wall? Wouldn't you create a compliant stairway?
But you're saying extending these walls to the party wall. The problem is that on the third floor and second floor, we have space out front that doesn't have a stairway. So it wouldn't have multiple means of egress. There would just be a single. This center would be
but it only has one means of egress now, even in the non-deployed state, because you have one pathway. So if you go to the overall plans, it might be a little bit easier to understand.
Yeah.
I might be misunderstanding the layout.
Right. we have a single center stair, but we have an emergency egress stair at the rear. So part of the problem is one doesn't want to go through one stairwell
Understood.
to get
Yep.
to the other. So that's why this design seems most appropriate. And
I see.
I should say that what you're seeing there in the dimension is actually, Rick, correct me if I'm wrong, is actually the overall track width for the door. The door itself is relatively thin. And so the actual dimension is greater than that, what we're showing there. It's not a full, 44 inches. We get that. It's a little over 3 feet to the actual door.
Can we zoom in on that plan, to the
Sure, of
stair
course.
tower, that plan on the right that has dimensions on it?
Let me
Sure.
see. Sorry, my mouse froze there.
So would there be an option to enclose that stair? I don't know how wide that track is, and have a 3-foot passageway past a stair enclosure?
No, unfortunately not. That was the initial design, but we couldn't get adequate space either inside the stair tower or adjacent to that, for the hallway to get to the rear egress stair should it be necessary.
And does that door have, well, it's called fire guard. It has the required rating?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, and it has push buttons to open the door for a period of time. So, or people can just push it off to the side. It's on like a spring to let people pass by. So,
This seemed the best compromise, if you will, of how to accomplish not going through that center stair to the rear egress stair, but also providing adequate dimension to get down the stair as well as adequate dimension to get to that back rear stair. And it's a fire rated assembly. So
And this is going from, what is the current use and what is the proposed use that's triggering the requirement for?
right. Current use is it's an apartment building. And the new use is a business use. So, daily people, reporters, editors will come into the building and prepare the newspaper, for distribution.
I'm just curious, the current stairs, do they meet the code requirements for treads and risers?
They are very close to current, but it's an existing stair. And
So I guess what I'm getting at is rebuilding them would make the condition worse.
well, yes, rebuilding them would make the condition worse. Yes, I understand what you're saying. Yes.
Matthew, can you confirm the group R2 to group B requiring compliance with chapter 10? It seems like that's a lower hazard.
Yeah, it
It
is.
is.
Okay.
Right.
Change of use to an
Thank you.
equal or lower. So it says newly constructed or
correct, but-
configured
yeah.
means of egress shall
So the-
comply.
so
So
they-
newly configured as in
Yep.
you're adding that door,
Correct. Yeah.
but you're not rebuilding the stair. So
Understood.
I can't toss that in there.
Right.
And this building is being fully sprinkled?
Yes.
Yep, 13.
My concern is what is more of a hazard, the enclosure of the stairway or exposing occupants moving rapidly down a stairway to a narrowing condition? I'm not sure.
All right, let's move on to the next item in the
yeah.
refusal, and then we'll sort that one out, or we'll discuss it later.
All right, so we've taken care of the exit. If we go down to the fourth item, it said we will comply as much with let's see, the egress court, sorry, serving a building, a portion of their, is less than 10 feet. The egress court walls shall have not less than a 1 hour rating for a distance of 10 feet above the floor of egress. This really speaks to the dimensions of the side yard, if you will, between the existing building and the adjacent building. Rick, do you have the site plan?
Yeah.
I think this is probably the best way to see the existing dimensions. We need to create a second means of egress. Unfortunately, the rear yard is enclosed. There's no egress out of that rear yard. So we need to exit from the building down along the side yard. Rick, if you could just blow up those dimensions, you'll see what we have between the existing building and the adjacent new building.
Yeah, so we have about 8'4.5" right here.
Right.
In this area, and about 4'5" in this area, and 5'6". So to create accessibility to this building, since the front off of Chestnut, right here, there's steps going up to a front porch. We're creating a handicap ramp that would go up along the side of the building and access to the back of the building, where we're creating an elevator to connect the floors from 1 to 3.
So not only is it an egress issue with separation, it's also an access issue, getting handicapped access and accessible entrance. Yeah.
What is the construction of the ramp? Is it all non-combustible?
Yeah,
Yes.
concrete. Yeah.
Concrete and steel.
And just Matthew Wojcik, the issue is that it's just too close to the existing building?
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
And the exterior wall openings have to be rated because they're also less than 10 feet.
Right, exactly, Matthew. Thank you. And so what we're proposing there is to put sprinkler heads, of course, or deluge heads right at each opening, to provide an additional level of protection for anybody exiting the building along this side yard. That's our proposal.
Can we look at the extent of the openings? Do you have a plan?
We have a side elevation.
Yeah.
Pradeep, with that?
Yeah, that would be great. Yeah. Matthew, does the door have to be rated? The door onto the stairway?
Yes.
Let me double check the
If the doors have to be rated, they should be rated doors.
Yes.
And then I see. So it's just for the windows.
Yes.
Am I correct in all the stairs are enclosed, but it's the ramp that's the issue?
Well, it is the exterior stair as well as the ramp.
The ramp,
and the separation between the two buildings.
I thought the stair looked like it was enclosed, no?
The main stair in the center of the building is
No,
enclosed.
not that one, the one I'm seeing right now.
No, this is an exterior open stair.
Exterior,
Correct.
open stair, yes.
Okay.
Rick, just the front, just blow up the front elevation for everybody there. You can see, looking back, you can see the stair, and the rear elevation is to the left there. You can see the exterior stair
Okay,
And it's butting right up against the property line in the adjacent building.
okay. In plan, I thought it was enclosed, but thank you for clearing that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it looks like it's enclosed, but.
Right,
Th-
that's.
It's the
that's a-
adjacent building.
Right.
Right. And if, on the left there, it does, but Rick, you could blow that up. It's really railings.
Yes,
Yeah, but yeah, yeah,
Okay.
they're really railings. It's not a wall.
all right. Next item on the refusal.
Let's see, that's the egress court and construction of openings, increased demand. Here we have an interesting issue in terms of plumbing fixtures. Rick, would you like to speak to this in terms of how we came up with the number of water closets and lavatories and water fountains and all of that?
Yeah, so I think I did my calculations by the occupancy, took it in half to see what was required. So what we're what are those numbers? So we did an overall of the building divided by 150 for 42 occupants. Took those 42 occupants divided by 2 for 21 each. So we needed a plumbing fixture for each. What we're providing is 3 unisex. We have a bathroom downstairs that is current that we're reconfiguring into an ADA bathroom. And then on the second floor, we're creating a multi-bathroom, a multi-use bathroom, where the toilets would be enclosed and the sinks would be for use by, so it's a multi-gender bathroom. So we'd have 3 toilets and 3 sinks.
And Rick, the Daily Pennsylvania was like this arrangement, accepted this arrangement, right?
Correct, yeah, with the space requirements, the building, square footage and program and stuff like that really didn't leave a lot left for, restroom areas. So we just tried to reuse existing and put it where we could.
Right.
Can you just confirm so you have a design occupant load of 41 people, just to make sure the refusal says the the calculated occupant load is 104 people?
Oh, maybe this is an older drawing then. So I'm sorry, that might be my mistake. So if it's 104, total
Well,
of 6 water closets and 4 lavatories.
Yeah, what is the building program as part of your design? The 104 can be calculated by code, but what is in terms of how you expect the building to be used? Do you expect 104 people to be in it, or what type of schedule?
No, I think at most times it probably won't be a lot because it's just really workspace.
Okay.
But they are going to have events once in a while where it might be a board meeting or another event, like a speaker, and that's where really the load will come into play. But for most times it's just probably closer or less half of that 42, what I originally calculated. So I think it's the events is really what's that 104 it's dictating.
Okay.
I mean, the third floor plan shows 50, I think it was like 52 seats. I just counted quickly.
Up in here, yeah. So this is the
Right.
No,
board
the whole
meeting.
third, the whole third floor is showing
the
about
whole third
52
floor?
seats.
Yeah. Yeah, right, Amy, that's correct. There are just really offices and workspaces in the back. The conference room, if you will, is the biggest space that we have in the front there. And that's where, we'll have potentially a board meeting or a group meeting of some sort. When that occurs, generally the other spaces are not occupied or being used. So I hope that's and explanation, how we're seeing this. And Rick, that was consistent with the Daily Pennsylvanian's thoughts about how their operations would go there. Rick, did we lose you?
Oh, I'm sorry, Jim. What was that?
Oh, the occupancy on the third floor is pretty much what the Daily Pennsylvanian is expecting. Probably when they have board meetings or events, the other office spaces are probably not going to be used.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and even though we show like these workstations, you know, with like all these chairs, you know, it's really flex space, you know. So if someone needs to get out of a dorm or just needs some time to like write, they would come in here, or need like a review or something like that. This is kind of when these are getting used. So there's not like a dedicated seat for every student and stuff. It's a lot of flex space.
Right.
All right, so no water closets on the third floor. There's 2 on the second floor and 1 on the first floor.
Correct.
And we have the 2 fountains, right?
Oh, there
Well,
are?
I guess we've got 1 fountain. We've got a kitchenette, kitchen sink, and all. So we.
Yeah, I think drinking fountains are here, and the kitchen sink on the first floor. This is so a kitchenette area, and the drinking fountains are here.
So is this not what was submitted to LNI? Because the refusal says that there are no water fountains being provided.
No,
And I
it
was
is.
showing-
It is. Sorry, Amy. It's just a lot of times they're just not shown, or sometimes they're just not well identified.
Right.
Because I
Okay.
just looked at the code review sheet where it doesn't say what's the water fountain. So I'm like, I don't see any.
Okay,
But if it turns out they are, then good.
Right.
okay.
Just to make sure I understand, Matthew, if you walk me through this, if they were 104 people during, say, a lecture event, they would be subject to say 104 people. They would be subject to 2 water closets. Do you understand? Because the ratio is smaller for an assembly lecture hall than it is for a business occupancy.
I don't have the table in front of
Okay,
me.
that's fine. That's fine. Okay.
I can't answer that.
No, that's fine. Okay. Okay.
Pradeep, I think you're right. Yeah.
So because what's happening is we're saying it's 104 people for a business occupancy, but in reality that 104 will only really occur if you have a lecture hall, a lecture event, a speaker event.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think like so what assembly were you thinking? Like auditorium?
Yes,
Without
auditorium.
without
lecture-
permanent seating?
Exactly, because it's
So-
all flex space.
So male is 1 per 100 for
Yeah.
water closets is 1 per 125, and female is 1 per 65.
Correct. So if you had 104, divide that by 2, you've got 50 plus each one, which is within those ratios. So it would be 2 total water closets.
Right.
Thank you for
Right,
pointing that
and-
out.
Yeah, and we're providing 3.
Yep.
So, I think that was probably all the issues. Again, we're hoping to add the additional sprinklers along the side yard there to provide additional protection. We're hoping to be able to use the automatic closing door at the main stair there to provide egress both into the stair, down the stair, as well as past the stair to the rear new stair that we're putting in there. New emergency exit doors. The exit doors onto that rear stair will be rated, as will the the door at the first floor. Rick, if you just could show the first floor plan there. Just, right. Well, that's the rated door at the second floor. If you could just show the first floor.
Yeah,
plan.
sorry, my bad. Sorry about that.
Right, well, there's a rated door, but if you'll just go to the center stair.
Sorry, Jim, did I miss something?
Yeah, can you go to the center stair?
Oh, sorry, I apologize. You're waiting on me. This one right here?
Yep. Yeah, and there's that's actually an existing door opening that's there. We're gonna use that as that is the emergency egress out of that stair.
Yeah, if I show an existing plan, the demolition plans probably. So there's a door. I think we changed the swing of the door.
Swing to go out, of course, yeah.
You don't want occupants egressing through the front door?
Oh, yes, absolutely, Preeti. They can exit through the front door. In an emergency situation, they might come down this central stair and want to exit directly out to that side yard to get out of the building to the public way rather than exiting through the front door. There is a front door as well. Yes, sure. Yeah. In many ways, we're trying to preserve some of the architectural interest of the building as well. It's one of the last twins. It was a twin at one time that exists on Chestnut Street here in this area. Did that answer your question?
Yeah, no, I just did. Thank you.
All right, I think the board is going to want to caucus if anyone has any questions.
Sure.
Fire Department, John Dimes, do you have anything to say before we caucus?
No, I'm good, thanks.
Okay.
We would, is it possible to have this plan for caucus discussions or?
I don't know.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, we're gonna have to put everybody in a waiting room for a minute.
Okay, Pradeep, we could always email these plans.
No,
to-
no, not to me. Yeah, it was just for the board's discussion. That's fine.
Right.
Thank you.
Right.
Okay.
We're back on the record.
Okay, Mr. Campbell,
Yes,
we're okay with the plumbing fixture counts.
okay, thank you.
Although the refusal says there are 0 fountains, there are going to be
Right.
2 fountains. I just want that on the record.
Right, yep, 2 fountains.
We are okay with the exterior stair tower being, we'll give you the variance for that being too close to the adjoining building, as long as it's non-combustible, and we'd like a sprinkler head at each window that stair tower passes,
Yes, absolutely.
including the ramp.
Yes, yes.
We're having issues with the internal stair. We'd like to see that wall squared off to make the landing a better condition. Whether it be with permanent construction and a 1-hour rated wall, or if you want to use the wand door, just have it squared off so that landing is more comfortable as people are trying to exit.
All right, Rick? Did we look at that alternative? I think we did.
Yeah, I think we did too. As far as
We could square it off, I would think.
let me see if we have a sketch or something that we did. If we have a minute for me to look.
Right. Amy, that's a good suggestion. We did look at that. We thought that the arc door was actually a little bit better, but yeah, be happy to show you that what we were thinking there.
So can I share my screen one more time?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. Share, okay. So this is a earlier version. I don't know what else, stuff might have changed, the locations of bathrooms and stuff like that, but or I guess we're talking about the stair.
Right, we had actually, looked at this as being a possibility.
It's
Rick,
just that it was pretty narrow for a length of it, you know what I mean, rather than just at like the radius of it. I don't remember exactly what this dimension was. I'd have to open up the AutoCAD, unfortunately.
That's okay.
But that would be, the intent would be to maintain a rectangular landing so that
Yes.
people can
Yes.
use it and traverse,
Yes.
and then reducing and then placing that wall, in between to maximize both dimensions, but maintaining a rectangular landing.
Exactly, yep. Yeah, we did look at this as being
So does this door need to be accessible then, or can we like just make it a 3-foot door kind of
we can't, well, there, right, we can't. I don't know, I don't know that we end up with 3 feet there at that 3rd floor landing. To swing that door in, which is, this seemed to be the best arrangement.
So
John, it also gave us a place for refuge or rescue, which the other doors don't.
I'm not sure if that was a question to the board or just between you two gentlemen. I'm not sure whether or not it needs to be accessible.
Oh, yeah.
It was just me talking out loud, I guess, thinking ahead of how to rearrange it, because some of this has changed. We kind of went through this and kind of access, you had to kind of go around and then down a hallway, with the client and stuff like that. So there was like some design solutions, I guess, that Wandor provided that they were happy with, I guess. So we just have to kind of backtrack and see how that all works. I guess I was just thinking in my head the door placement and how that works, it's just something I need to work through in my head. I'm sorry, I was just speaking out loud.
Yeah. In terms of a proviso on the preliminary, like on the variance for the preliminary review, a statement something along the lines of maintaining a rectangular landing would be understandable to the design team can go work with that. If that's the proviso we put on the variance, does that work for the design team?
Rick, that's on you. That's not a decision I make, right?
Yeah, we'll have to try to get it to work, we'll try to satisfy what we can, to make everyone happy.
Yeah.
What that solution is yet, though, I'm not sure.
Exactly.
It's tight in this area, so I just kind of have to work it out and see what works the best for the use, the circulation and getting that square, that rectangular landing. So let me work that out.
Rick, with your permission, I would say that that the objection was that it created a separation for the owner's operation that was undesirable. But I think at this stage, it's highly probable that we can, if your concern is getting the DP to approve this, I'm sure they will. I'm almost 100% sure that this is something that a sacrifice that they're willing to make.
So like I said, we'll work through it and try to get that solution. That was Bob Becker.
I was going to ask who was speaking.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Sorry about
This
Bob
is
Becker came a
this
little
is the
late.
reporter. Thank you.
I was late.
He's with me in my office.
All right, then I think that covers all the refusals. Or all the items on that refusal.
Great. Well, thank you very much to everyone for looking at this with us. It's a great project for the Daily Pennsylvanian.
All right, can I just take a vote for the board members? I'm in agreement of what was discussed.
I'm also in agreement with what was discussed.
I'm in agreement.
Okay, thank you. All right, do we want to go back to 1118 East Montgomery? Matthew?
I would
or
imagine,
Sharon?
yes. Okay.
Edward, can you stop sharing?
Sounds good. Yep.
All right, well, thank you very much. We'll log off.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right,
Thank you.
right, thank you.
All right, Alfred, do you want to present now or do you still want to wait?
No, I'm ready to go. Matt's here. So I guess we should just start with the refusal letter. I can share my screen and,
Hold on, we're going to read it in and I have to swear both of you in.
oh, okay, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
Go ahead.
Case number 10 on today's agenda, MI 2025-004700 for 1118 East Montgomery Avenue.
Thank you. All right, I need to swear each of you in. Alfred, can you raise your right hand and do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you. Mr. Papa John, can you raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? You'll have to unmute so we can hear you.
He's still not
Patrick?
unmuted.
He may have an audio problem, but can he?
Okay.
do
Here,
that
I
through the
just
chat?
unmuted. I swear to tell the whole truth.
All right,
And I
thank you.
apologize for my Zoom inadequacies, which are numerous.
Oh, can you state your name for the record and spell it for the court reporter?
Matt Papajohn, M-A-T-T, last name P as in Peter, A, P as in Peter, A, J-O-H-N.
Thank you. All right, whoever's going to present, go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I thought we could start with the refusal letter. So if I'm able to share my screen.
You are.
Okay. So here are the items at the bottom of the letter. The first one is just the call out regarding exterior wall assembly rating. And then the other two are addressing both proposed and existing windows that occur in the building. The existing structure is a private residence. I guess just to provide a little bit of backstory. The reason for the addition that we're proposing is there's a very narrow and tall stair that the current residents use. It creates a bit of a hardship in terms of everyday use. So a large part of what we're proposing with this one bedroom addition is to create a new stair tower that's convenient for everyday use and to create some more natural light for the house. Both Matt and his wife live in the house and plan to be here for 20 years plus, God willing. And so they are incredible stewards of the house and have maintained and really done an amazing job with the property. So I could address that. I've got the drawings, sheet A 5.2 here, and I just wanted to address the first comment. And there's
Can you
notes
show
that.
us in plan first so we have
Oh, yes.
an
Yep.
understanding?
Yep. So I'm sorry. Let me get back to. So very quickly, the existing drawings. Here's the existing house. The adjacent properties are here and here. The non-conforming windows actually occur where they're bordering open space, both in side yards and rear yards. This is the existing stair that is a bit isolated from the main body of the house. This is where the addition meets the ground plane. So we're affecting very little of the existing side yard. This was something we've already obtained or zoning approval for this. If we keep going upstairs, the second floor, existing second floor, there's an existing deck that is to be removed. That's one of the existing windows. The current building is a multi-white brick exterior wall with timber framing forming the floors. Here are the existing elevations of the house. Before I go into the windows, yeah, let me just walk you through the proposed plans. Here's again, the first floor plan, existing stair, and then you can see the new stair in the corner here. This is an existing window, proposed window in the rear yard. Both of those are in existing multi-white brick exterior wall assemblies. There is a mezzanine level above the first floor. Again, the stairwell takes you up to that mezzanine level. And you can see, again, a proposed window and an existing window. If we continue up to the third floor, which is where the master bedroom suite is situated, there's an outdoor porch here, and there is a window that will also be I'll highlight that in the building elevations. There's also a window here. Getting back to that first item in the refusal letter, the code requires us to be a 1-hour fire rated assembly for the exterior wall, which we call out here as, and we reference the UL number. I'm sorry.
Sorry to interrupt. So you went through all the plans. Which window is is included as part of the denial? Because in many of them it said existing to remain. So
Right.
which window in plan view, if you just could.
In plan. Okay, let me get back to the plan. So, and I will point to those. It would be this window on the rear wall. This is an existing window. And if we move up to the mezzanine level, there's a window that is situated right above that.
Okay.
There's also a window in the stairwell here. Okay. And then on the third floor, there's also a window on the rear wall. And then there's a clear story window here. I can point those out in the elevations. Here's the window in the stairwell. This is an opening to a porch that we pointed out during the review. Here are the two windows that are proposed in the existing 2-story brick wall. And that is the third floor bathroom window here. And the clear story third floor bathroom window here.
Thank you.
And the windows on what's labeled as the west wall, what are they looking out into? Like, how close is the next building?
So I actually have an aerial photo just to illustrate where these are. These are the two windows in the bathroom I just pointed to, and these are the other rooms. They open out to a rear yard that is open space, required open space. The window here also borders open space. And then I guess in plan,
the property lines are basically
property lines are here. I'm sorry.
Okay, I see.
Here and here.
So these walls are along the property line, just not then. You mentioned in your appeal they're not party walls, but they are along the property line.
Correct. So they're not shared walls. They're on the property line.
Thank you.
And the stair, the new stair is really the only addition in lot coverage, correct?
That is correct.
Okay.
And that's the footprint here. It's a 15 by 8 roughly footprint.
And that also, that stair tower also has windows. Why does
Yes, it
one-
does. It has, well, if we move upstairs, it has a east-facing window here, but it does have that one window on the third. I'm sorry, here we are, here between the second and third floor.
Okay.
So we have in two places we call out the 1 hour, the requirement for the 1 hour rated wall assembly, and so that's noted on drawing a 5.2 with a reference to the UL assembly. It's also noted in one other spot on I think a 5.4. Again, here's the note there. What we would like to offer for the non-conforming windows are open a sprinkler head, a quick action sprinkler head. It's a product similar to what I'm showing you here at those locations.
Is there a sprinkler system in the building already?
There is not.
Okay.
Is one being proposed as part of this project?
No.
But you're saying you'd put in sprinkler heads off the domestic line?
Yes, that's
With
what
those
we,
windows?
well, that's what we would propose, correct?
All right, John Dimes, you have any comments?
No, I mean,
Hmm.
I know we've come across this before, and that's,
alarms.
hello?
No, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm sorry, yeah, and I know that's been a remedy, before when it comes to, non-compliant windows. Just whether you guys see if there's any other, in this specific case, if there's any other issues with that, but I wouldn't have a problem with that, no.
And Alfred, could you show us the plan, the aerial photograph you had again? I just want to see the neighbor's proximity again.
Yes. Yes. So, this is roughly about 15 feet. Obviously it's approximate because it's a Google view, but and I think the side yard here also is probably 16 feet or better.
But those are separate properties, so they could be built upon.
This property is actually owned by my client.
Okay.
And the windows border that property.
Which one, the one behind?
Yeah, Matt, can you confirm that?
Yes. Oh,
So
I own the one to the west and the one behind.
So the one to the west is here, which I'm kind of circling with my cursor, and the one to the north, correct?
So the one behind and the one as you face the property at the front to the right, just to be clear.
All right, so standing on Montgomery Avenue, it's this property. Matt?
All right,
That is correct.
That's correct. Okay.
we're gonna caucus. But I just want to be clear that if we go with this, all those windows are subjected to be closed if any neighbor decides to build. Anyway, we'll caucus.
Yeah, that's our understanding as well.
All right, we're gonna put everybody back in the waiting room.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. All right, thank you. All right, we're gonna give the variance with the provisos that there be a sprinkler head at each of the windows off the domestic water line.
Okay.
And the other proviso would be that if any of the neighbors want to build in the future, that all those windows will have to be closed.
Amy, could you clarify whether it's all the windows or the windows that the neighbor wants to build up to?
Any window that the neighbor would build up to would need to be closed.
This is the reporter. Was that Mr. Becker?
No, that was the Matt Papajohn.
Thank you.
Understood.
Okay.
Makes sense.
Thank you very much.
Hey, Amy,
right. Yes,
quick,
Matt.
Amy, quick, is that the new windows?
No, all windows on the property lines,
All windows on property lines?
Existing
Okay.
and new.
including the existing.
Okay, just wanted to double check that.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Thank you very much.
All the board members. Appreciate it. Thank you, Al.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank
Sure.
you all. Thanks.
Good luck.
Thanks, Matt. See you.
Okay, our next case is for 105 South 12th Street. Anthony, I know you're here. If you want to unmute.
Yeah, yes, good afternoon, everybody.
Can you turn your camera on so I can swear you
Yeah.
in?
Yes, here we go.
There you go. Is there anyone else going to be here for the case with you?
I don't know. I don't know if anybody else is because I know a couple of the condo members and maybe the condo president were interested in the meeting, but I don't know if they hung in through this.
Okay, I'm going to just swear you in then. Can you raise your
Okay.
right hand? And do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you. Debbie, can you read this one in?
This is case number 12 on today's agenda, MI 2025-005512 for 105 South 12th Street.
All right, you can present your case. And we have not seen, the board has not seen plans of
Hey,
this.
guys, you know where the high school is?
It's over there
What-
behind the, if you know where, if you go down there, you'll see the bowling alley and then go straight up there and then there'll be a turn.
Go ahead, you can proceed. But again,
Okay.
we have not seen plans, so if you can.
Okay,
show
no,
plans,
I
that'd be
will, I am showing, let me share my screen.
Yes, please.
Okay. So, okay. So can you see my screen now?
Yes, but we're seeing the boardroom here.
Yeah, I haven't put anything on it yet.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. This building is the white building. It's on, let me get onto it. It's on 12th Street, on South 12th Street between Chestnut and Sansom. And it's currently a mixed-use building with series of condos on floors 2 through 5 and commercial uses, retail uses on the ground floor. And this particular case is about, I'm gonna go to a picture from Google Earth. This has been, I was the original architect on this project from 2003 to 2008, and we converted this into condos at that point, and also did a lot of work on the ground floor. And so the building's been occupied since 2008. The condo association a couple of years ago started looking at doing facade restoration, and as part of their due diligence, they started looking at the existing fire escape. There's an existing fire escape on the building that was, it was not installed, it's not original to the building. It's probably installed in maybe in the 30s or 40s, don't know. When we did, and it's, you can see it in this picture. When we did the renovation of the building, we did not take this fire escape into account as a method of the means of egress. Just so that you know that. And I'll show you in the plans in a moment. when we, well, I can show them to you now. So the board decided to, in looking at various options, the fire escape turned out to have structural deficiencies at this point. When we did the building originally in 2008, we had structural review of the fire escape, and it was okay to keep at that point. Now, 15 years later, or more than that, they did another structural review, and in order to keep the fire escape, it needed a lot of structural work for it to be maintained. So the board decided to look into removing a fire escape and submitted a building permit application to remove the fire escape. Now, the fire escape at the time that we did that we did the renovation and put all the condos, residential units in the building, it was not part of the egress system because it was not a functional fire escape. It had really been abandoned. And the most specifically, the drop ladder wasn't installed, it wasn't coming down, and we did not figure it into our egress calculations, and we instead used the two stairs that were in the building, one stair here. This is 12th Street, just to orient yourself, Chestnut on one side and Sansom on the right side. So we created a new enclosure for an existing stair on the north side of the building. And then there was an existing stair with a fire balcony on the south side that we reused. So we had our two means of egress, and we create, like as I said, we created this is a party wall along the east side of the building, and the corridor to all the units, the elevators here, and so we had two means of egress here, and one of them in a new stair enclosure. That's what we got a permits for that. We built it. We got the C of O for that, and that's what has been in the building and been, operating well for all these years.
When was this?
I'm sorry.
What year was this conversion to condos?
It was. I believe the C of O was 2007, may have been 2008.
Okay.
So different period. And even though we showed the fire escape on the plan, again, it was not figured into the egress calculations. When we submitted, and the condo itself with an engineer submitted the permit without building permit applications just to remove the fire escape. And then we eventually put in plans. I was brought on board after that, and we put in plans, and we were asked to calculate the travel distance, and the refusal we got had to do specifically with the travel distance that's outlined in the blue line on floors 2, 3, 4, and 5. And it's just because all the units are essentially the same on that side of the building coming up. And it is the distance from the bedroom to the exit stair. And so the distance is you can see it in the refusal, it's a little bit over. And, my contention is that it's been, they've been living, the building has been operating with the exit egress pattern, egress system was approved way back when the original C of O was issued. The fire escape on 12th Street was never really figured as part of the egress system, and the other part is that the distance, the technical reading of the distance, is over, but the actual real world distance from that bedroom in question to the stair is I think still, if you take it from another point in that same room, it's still within the code compliance, and and I think is still safe. So that's what we're looking for relief for in order to be able to remove the fire escape. You know, the fire escape, this is not a historic building, even though it's a very significant building. It was not, it wasn't taken on by the Historic Commission. The fire escape is not original to the facade. And in any case, that's what we'd like to do. We'd like to be able to remove it.
In looking at the fire escape, does it actually drop to the ground, or do you just end up?
Does
entering
not.
b- You enter back into the building?
It does not. It doesn't go any. It entered. Hold on a second. Let me get to the existing picture. There used to be at one point. At one point there was historically there was a canopy here for some business, and it actually like stopped at the canopy, you know. But even when we were doing the project, this is a photograph you can see from the years when we were doing this was actually right before, this is I think 2004, before the construction started. You can see it doesn't go down. There isn't a drop ladder, so it didn't really extend and act as a fire escape, you know, even back then. So it wasn't, I'm not sure when it stopped being used this way, who knows? But as I said, we knew when we were doing the building that it wasn't something that we could count on as a fire escape, and considered it abandoned.
Can you show us the floor plan again and zoom in on that, the blue egress lines? I can't tell how many units are on that side of that stair.
So essentially what we have on this side of the building is, well, this is all one unit. This is all one unit, and this is the bedroom for that unit. And there's also another unit here that this unit has a window that's going on onto the fire escape, but there isn't a distance problem with this unit. It's really just this unit. But this bedroom, if you can see my cursor, that's the door to the bedroom. So if we took the measurement from there, we'd be okay. But the code reads you have to take it from the furthest point in the room.
And it's basically that unit on each floor that's having the
Correct.
travel distance issue.
Correct.
Are you able to present the plans that were originally approved, just to make sure it was clear to L&I when they were approving it that this fire escape was not a component of the egress system?
No, this is it. This is what we submit. I mean, I just did this. These were the plans that we submitted. The plans that we submitted for this review, because I had them. This is different technology, but I did have a set of plans, a PDF set from back then that I was able, through the magic of Adobe, be able to stamp again and resubmit. That were the plans back then.
Can I ask you a question? Under the word line, the blue word line, would putting a door there cut down and make that corridor part of the exit passageway? Would that reduce the travel distance?
I suppose, yes.
And you'd probably need another door on the other side, near where you say 133'4" to enclose that corridor.
Correct. Yeah.
Amy?
Yeah.
This is Matthew Wojcik. Just so you know, the issue here has to do with the requirement for maximum common path of egress travel from a space with one exit, not necessarily like total travel distance to and exit is to the point where the occupant has a choice between one exit or the other.
Okay.
Because this dwelling unit has one exit, once they leave the dwelling unit, they still are they still are in the corridor, and they only have the choice between the two exits once they reach that first door to one of the interior exit stairways, and then they can go there or go to the other one.
Okay.
And the maximum distance in this case is 125 feet.
Right. Right.
So from my perspective, there's, even if it's maintained, there's no method by which occupants can leave the elevation of the second floor above the sidewalk. They can't actually, they would have to go back into the second floor. Is this condition mimicked on every floor, basically? This is how all the floors are arranged?
Yes, correct. The distance is a little different on each floor, depending on the like the position of the door does change a little bit on, I'll just scroll through on different floors. It's the same on the third and fourth. It's a little bit, on the second and third, it's a little bit more on the fourth. And a little bit less on the fifth, just because of the position of the existing stair. We had to work with the plan of the existing stair.
What is that room on that plan that you're showing? It's not called out.
Oh, that's a bedroom.
Okay.
This room here, yeah, it's a bedroom.
So that's a 2-bedroom condo.
No, that's actually a 1-bedroom condo. I mean, it has, I'm sorry, I take it back. It does have another room that we're calling a bedroom. That room does not have, some people have chosen to put in like a screen wall, or some people have left it open. It depends. It's different on each floor.
Okay. So it's a big open room.
Big open room. Okay. Beautiful room. This has these brick arches. It's really a great building.
It's a non-sprinklered building. It's not an existing high rise.
It's not a high rise, no.
Okay.
I mean, it is fully sprinklered, fully, it has fire alarms, smoke detectors, sprinklers, maintained all the time, has current certifications, has all that.
Okay.
And, also fire extinguishers. And, I mean, the board is willing to, in terms of that system, if we need to make that more robust, I mean, we can talk about that. But we wanted, this is the main issue, so we wanted to talk about this.
No, it's just the refusal says no sprinkler system and none proposed.
I know that's incorrect. I think they were talking very specifically about the fire escape. I mean, I've run into the situation where sometimes you have to sprinkler exterior decks, and maybe that's what the examiner was thinking. I saw that today, which is not correct. The building is fully sprinkled.
Okay.
Hey, Tony, let me interrupt for just a moment. This is Andrew Kamens. I am an owner in the building.
Andrew, can I swear you in before you start to speak?
Sure.
Can you raise your right hand?
Let me.
Can you also turn on a camera?
Yes. I've had some buffering issues with my internet.
Perfect. Thank you. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you. Go ahead. You may make your
Forgive me.
comments.
I've had some buffering issues with my internet, so I've been in and out throughout the presentation. Forgive me. So to the extent this is redundant, I'm not sure, but I wanted to stress that yes, your system is all fully sprinklered, smoke detected. and it's was done very thoroughly in the original build out, and has a fully integrated, tied in Siemens system that has dial-up to the fire department. So this 4-story residential building is really kitted out with the full-blown fire detection dial-up system.
How you doing?
Good, man.
Man,
Good.
wow, God almighty, you got the,
Uh,
All right, fire department, any comments? I think we're gonna caucus on this.
Oh, real quick. Is this building sprinklered or not sprinklered? The gentleman just said it was, but then Pradeep had said that there is no sprinkler, is no sprinkler proposed. Which
no,
is
no,
it?
no, the refusal incorrectly lists this building as not protected,
Ah,
but there are suppression permits on file through Atlas, and then the representatives have testified that it's sprinkled.
okay, gotcha.
I
I'm
have
sorry,
to
my
yell at Mark
misunderstanding.
about that one.
So
Yes,
we're
it's
looking,
absolutely sprinklered, yes.
okay, so we're
Yes.
looking at a travel distance requirement of 125, and then we're looking at one floor that's 138, one floor that's 133, and one floor that's 128.10. Is that correct?
Correct.
All right, so we're like, all right.
The worst is
and
14 feet.
And let me just add,
Yeah.
forgive me, let me just add that, we have all the correct fire extinguishers properly located, and we're very vigilant about having annual inspections on all of the extinguishers, Siemens systems, etc.
Right. Yeah. So I mean, distances matter, and I understand the minimum standard, and I'm not one to usually give a variance because the standard's the standard. But in a case like this, I mean, I would lean towards distances are almost negligible. Not totally, but that's my perspective.
Okay, thank you.
Appreciate it.
We'd like to caucus. All right, John Dimes, we'd like to ask you a question.
Sure.
Based on the image outside, can the fire department reach the 5th floor on the existing fire escape landing if needed?
You mean by our ladder? By our
Yes.
ladders? Yes. How tall is the? Does anybody have an elevation of? You're looking to get to the roof on a 5-story building? Yeah, our mains go up 100 feet, and the working range is around 75 to 80.
All right, I think as a board, we are inclined to deny the variance and ask that you keep that fire exit as is. We understand that it doesn't access the ground floor, but it gives the occupants in that bedroom a chance to get out to fresh air, and the fire department can save them. The travel distance going, what, 15, almost 15 feet over the allowable. We've heard the fire department tell us stories about somebody didn't make it within 5 feet of an exit because it was an extra 5 feet. And we're not comfortable with extending that travel distance to an extra 13 or 14 feet. So we want to see the fire escape maintained.
The board meeting.
Can I ask the board to vote on that?
okay,
All right, Mr. Miller says okay.
okay.
I agree with the decision.
Okay.
Yep.
Applicant, okay?
Yeah, I mean, I'm disappointed, obviously. Is there anything we can do in terms of increasing the number of smoke detectors or other kinds of remediation equipment, fire detection equipment that would change that decision?
No,
Yeah.
we feel like
No,
that the fire
that's
escape
it.
people need, at each of those floors need to be able to get out to fresh air since they can't safely travel to that one exit.
Okay, so let me understand though, does that mean that the firescape, then the repair of the firescape is really, my understanding of it, it's really repairing what's in place. So it
Correct.
still won't be able to go down to the first floor.
Correct. It'd be wonderful if it did go down to the first floor, but we're just asking you to maintain what is there.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
How many cases we got left?
One case. Our last
Okay.
case is
One
1301 to 25 Chestnut Street.
Okay.
Jonathan Bro is the applicant. Yes. And I see that they are present. Debbie, can you
Hold
read
up.
this into the record?
Sure can.
Can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay, thank
Where's
you.
Phil?
Give us 1 second.
And I have 2 people about to join as well, so if we want to just wait for them to swear on all at once, or I can.
Okay.
I don't see anybody else. Okay, I'll read it. And then case number 14 on today's agenda, MI 2025-005856 for 1301 through 25 Chestnut Street.
All right.
I'll start, and if they need to speak, I guess you'll swear them in.
All right. Jonathan, who is with you?
I'm Catherine Robinson.
Can you spell your last name for the reporter?
Yep, ROBINSON.
Okay. All right. Jonathan, can you raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Okay, Catherine, can you raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
And Mark Cartella has just joined, so he's with the group.
Okay.
Good afternoon.
Mark, can I swear you in for this hearing?
Yes,
Can you raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you. All right, you can present.
Do you guys have the plans, or do we need to share the plans?
You can show the plans.
Okay, we need to move on to that. So introduction to the building and what we're asking for. So the project, the building, the Wanamaker building is 12-story building type 1B construction. And the various variances we are seeking are all related to the amount of stories allowed under 1B construction. So the building is currently 12 stories, which is what is allowed by the code. The first variance request is on the roof deck. We are requesting 2 small new structures there. Each one is 1,000 square feet. So these would effectively be a 13th floor. It's our understanding that the one with the elevator could potentially be called a elevator lobby, but just to give us a little bit of freedom of potential of use, we're asking for it to be considered a structure. These structures would all be 2-hour rated construction. They would be attached to steel that is coming up to the building, and that steel will be rated to 2 hours. They would not be sitting on the roof, which is 1-hour construction. So these would all be sitting on 2-hour construction and would be built in 2-hour construction. Do you want me to go through all 3 variances one by one, or how would you like me to do this?
Yes, please do.
Okay, all right, so that's the first request. Let me go to this second 12th floor, please. So this is a residential conversion, as you may know. On several of the floors, we are proposing lofts within the units. We are considering the lofts as mezzanine. So we are requesting an excess of the amount of mezzanine area open to an excess of the mezzanine area. The code allows 50%. Now we're going to break this up between floors. On the 12th floor, we are requesting 200%. The reason for the excess areas, these units are very unique. We are trying to grab natural light on the exterior and on the exterior, which are, the windows are very high, and then also utilize the courtyard. Then on the typical floors, those also have mezzanines throughout. Similarly, we're asking for an additional amount of area, but on those floors, we're only asking for 60%, up from 50%. And that extra 10%, these lots are pretty small. It just allows us some flexibility in unit design. Having presented to the board several times, I know that you can't just request to do something because you want it to be done. So for the comments on the mezzanine areas, though, although the mezzanines are exceeding the areas within the rooms, the units they occupy, the total area of mezzanine for the floor is less than 10% of the total floor area. If there's a request of the board or the offering to do an excess in the design, we would suggest that for the mezzanines, or the units that contain mezzanines, we would increase the unit separation from 1 hour to 2 hour. The floors assemblies are already 2 hours, so that separation would already exist. And then on the first topic we discussed, which are the additional rooms on the roof, if the board is requesting for an enhanced life safety there, our offer would be to add smoke detection for those areas and the areas below.
Jonathan, are the blue units the only ones with mezzanines? Is that why they're blue?
No, there's several of them. There's probably.
So it's these.
Like everything on that line?
Yeah, just in this line and then just in this corner.
And it's
not these units, this was for something different.
And something to note on this, for the typical floors, the majority of them will work at 50%. Again, it's just something that if we had the 60%, it would greatly help us with the unit design. Within the 12th floor, the excess square footage or the excess area we're asking for is really, necessary for the unit design that we're looking for.
For the 12th floors, you said it's 200% of the room it opens into?
Correct.
The loft.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. What percentage of the entire, what percentage of the unit area below it is it, if that makes sense? You took the unit area below the mezzanine.
Okay, so basically, how big is the mezzanine compared to the total, compared to the unit area?
To the unit area below it. Let's say that the entire unit area below the mezzanine was an open floor plan. Is it still 200% of that, or?
No, it wouldn't be. It's just based on the room that it's directly opening into, which is how the code is reads.
Understood. Yeah. So if we used the ground floor or the lower level of the unit as one big space, what would how big is the mezzanine compared to that?
You probably get closer to 100% on the larger ones, and then you'd probably.
But it still exceeds the 50% limit.
It does, absolutely, yes. It would.
Okay.
It's tough to appreciate, though, the challenges on this level specifically because this is in 2 dimensions. But Jonathan and Katie, perhaps if you kind of go through why these units were designed the way that they were, given the only opportunity for access to the exterior wall is much higher than what would typically be the case.
Right. So this is a section through that unit, and where Katie's drawing. So that's where the existing windows are. They're about 13 feet up from the floor. So the intent is to create this really long unit. Again, it has a loft accessing the existing windows on the perimeter, and then again there's the existing courtyard window right here.
I think, yeah.
Can
And then
you
this
scroll
is
down can you scroll down some to see the plans too?
second from the left is the mezzanine plan. Yep, open to below.
Correct, yeah.
There's the mezzanine.
Stairway.
Yeah, so you can see the open area is, it's definitely much, significantly larger than the open area.
Can you zoom into those two plans? Not the dog leg at the bottom, but the mezzanine and the plan below it. Right. And slide it a little bit to the right. There you go. Thank you. So you're saying the primary bedroom on the lower level has no window?
The lower level, it'll have glazing to be a borrowed light bedroom.
No, I meant on the plan all the way on the left. No, the one next to that, the other plan, all the way to the left.
That's a
This is
ceiling.
primary bedroom.
RCP.
That's the ceiling plan.
Sorry,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
RC.
that's just the ceiling plan for the same, okay,
Yeah.
Yes.
So
all right.
just happens to say primary bedroom.
Yeah.
Yeah. There are bedrooms on the main level that don't have exterior windows.
Correct, yeah, they're long, they're extended borrowed light units.
Yeah.
And that's, then we will, we've spoken to, or we're not looking necessarily for relief on that right now, just specifically the mezzanines.
And which room is it that is considered opening into for the mezzanine? So if you pan to the, so it's
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 this
the-
whole
yeah.
open space. Yeah. And the ceilings are 16 feet, so it's all opening.
we can move on to the other item or anyone?
And we should just show the typical one of the lower floor units, Katie, just.
This typical.
Right, so again, in the lower floors where we're asking for 60% compared to 50%, again, it's just bedrooms are tight. Once we start putting ductwork and so forth in there, again, as minor as like additional 10 square feet seems, would actually be useful to the design to have that little bit of area.
The primary concern from my observation is at the 12th floor.
Understood. No,
The creation of the extra story and the extent of percentage difference. That's
and then you wanted the roof discussion.
So these, sorry,
There's
go ahead.
obviously extensive there's obviously extensive 13th, floor roof structures on there, but they're all mechanical rooms, so those are all permitted and existing.
And I presume all the roof decks have the 5-foot setback required from the street?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, the cornice is very large, almost 6 feet in depth, so that's why it's odd.
Mhm. And is that another skylight on the left or no? Or partial skylight?
Yes,
It's existing.
yeah, these are existing.
And one of the new penthouses is going to have like bathrooms in it and stuff, right?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. Because you just said it was going to be mechanical space earlier, so just want to clarify that.
The existing 13th floor structures are mechanical spaces. The two that we're requesting will be, occupied space for tenant use of bathrooms and other functions. These would, and decided the two matters, the roof deck is only available to residents, so this would only be for residential use. So there's no expectation of public use or.
How is access to the exit that's touching the Plan North new club room? Is that the second exit from the roof that's being used for this project?
There would be access
Okay.
here.
And then how many people do you expect to have in each new club room?
I mean, it's not many. I mean, we could set the occupancy at less than 50, 50 or less. I don't see any reason for it to be higher than that. Do you, Mark?
No, 50 maximum occupancy is kind of what I had in my mind as well.
Can you explain the 2 stairs I see in the lower clubhouse room?
This,
Yeah,
these are stairs to get down to the existing stair tower. This will need to be raised because the roof slopes up quite a bit, so we'll need to go down to get to this grade level.
okay.
And is that a new elevator?
It is. So
Serving,
jump elevator that only goes to the 12th floor.
okay. So from the
Two-stop elevator.
roof to 12th? Or
Yep,
first to, okay.
And I presume there's enough clearance past that corner. The scale's small, so.
Which corner are you referring to? I'm sorry.
To get from where it says roof deck around to go plan north.
Oh,
Yeah.
we'll make certain there's at least 44 inches. It is, I got
I
graphic
think if
data,
there is that much, that's just the scale.
but we will certainly solve that if that's graphically incorrect.
Okay, we would also want to see horns and strobes on each of the exit towers. If anything, alarms go off in the building, we'd want the people on the roof deck to know.
Okay.
I think we'll do a quick caucus.
Okay.
John Dimes, do you have anything to say before we caucus?
Yeah, on the loft, the lofts in the apartments, I'm just the design calls for sprinkler heads above and below the loft, right? There will be no obstruction.
That's correct, Jim.
You would be required to, yeah.
Yep, okay, that I was just making sure. All right, that's what I was fun. Thank you.
Okay, please set us up for. Okay, thank you for waiting. So one of the questions we had is, did you look at the fire rating in the building and to see if it could be considered a type 1A?
We looked at that. So, and the reason it can't be 1A, nor could it be the reduction to 1A if it's less than 420 feet tall, is we can't get the columns aren't 3-hour rated. So everything else is fine, but the primary structure isn't 3-hour rated.
What would it need to be?
What is the primary structure rated at?
It's 2-hour rated.
Okay, one moment.
If I'm not mistaken, there's a reduction, if the building's less than 420 feet, you can reduce the fire rating from type 1B to type 1A to type 1B for all elements other than primary structure.
Yes, but if you are able to, if you could open up the existing building code,
Mm-hmm.
and you go to the height and area provision, the exception allows you to extend that reduction onto columns.
Well, it does. That would make things a lot easier. So basically,
Yes, so it is, yeah.
1A, and then these all become stories.
Correct. It would be 1011.5.1 exception. And the second sentence says, this shall include the reduction for columns.
Wow, that's a big deal. Now, just like we are going to be under the existing building code, we're going to be using the chapter 13 compliance method. I just want to make sure that when
say that again. You're using the which compliance method?
the chapter 13 compliance method of
Performance.
existing code.
Oh, okay.
So I just want to make sure.
Then
Never mind.
Never mind. Correct.
It's a whole different ball game. In which case, okay, I don't want to rain on everyone's parade, but we could have really known this information before we wrote the refusal. Because right now, it presumes like level 3 alterations, work area method.
You can fail a height and area in chapter 13. You don't have to comply with everything. You just have to make it up elsewhere.
Okay, so sorry, okay, sorry, well, apologize for that time. So are you saying, so what are you saying there? That with the chapter 13? we
It's a
still-
totally different, completely
Yeah.
separate compliance method. Like if the board could deny these for variances, but you could still comply with chapter 13
Yeah.
and keep it as is if it could
And
comply.
it would not require a variance because you,
Oh, okay.
because it's a performance compliance. So what that means is there may be aspects of the building where you fail, but you make up for it in other aspects, which is the point of this approach that we have at the board, where we know you're failing for height and area. Well, how can we subjectively impose other alternative measures? But the code gives you that in an objective manner through chapter 13.
Right, and the question I would have is we're adding additional, but we're adding additional floors. So I wasn't certain, so that the chapter 13 still then would govern even the additional area we're adding, or is it only under the existing?
It's the
building?
whole thing.
It is the whole thing.
Yeah, because it includes like addition, so that would be like an internal addition plus the 2 penthouses. So, yeah, as long as it's an existing building,
And
it can use chapter 13.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Is there a provision in the work area method, the one that L&I assumed, and not to say it was an incorrect assumption, I don't want to, but it's a legitimate assumption, Matthew. But in that approach, is there a specific provision that the building doesn't comply with other than the fire rating for the columns?
In the
That
work
would-
area method stuff?
Right, and these refusals were generated out of a preliminary plan review where we
Mhm, yeah.
requested them to identify these, so it's not out of a full review.
Understood. Because under the work area method, the reduction for columns applies to existing buildings. I would suggest checking the 2021 codes to see if that remains, but under the 2018 code, that reduction applies to columns.
Mr. Parikh, we've lost quorum.
Oh,
Well, I'm wondering if they want to withdraw or continue based on everything that was said.
You might want to go through and evaluate it under chapter 13 and see if you could just comply with the performance compliance method anyway.
Right, I mean, we actually do comply with 13. But I didn't realize that also was for any additions to the space. So even the rooftop additions would still then be permitted even with the chapter 13.
Because they're additions.
yeah, but I'm sorry, now we're going a little,
Oh.
so, yeah, so Matthew, under 1301.23, 1301.2.3.
2.3.
It does reference chapter 5 of the
right.
building code. right?
Okay.
So my question to the design team was, is there a specific provision in the work area compliance path where you don't comply? Because the work area compliance path gives you the option to use the reduction in fire rating for columns. If that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know the answer.
No,
to
yeah,
that.
again, yeah, that's fine. But yeah, that, and again, it's so it's under the existing building code, it's 11.0. Where was it?
1105.1.
Is it 10 or 11? Oh, yeah, no, it's a 10. It's 10.
I guess 11 for the additions, technically.
It would still,
I
okay,
mean, change of occupancy.
yeah.
The additions in addition, shall comply with, okay, so the way I just went back to the refusal. 1101.1 addition scope, addition shall comply with the international codes as adopted for new construction, without requiring the existing building to comply with any requirements of those codes or these provisions, except as required by this chapter. where an addition impacts the existing building or structure, that portion shall comply with this code. So it was reviewed as a penthouse. It was refused under as like a penthouse requirement. It's like it was refused as a penthouse with uses not permitted for penthouses.
Understood.
If that clears that up.
So yeah, so the columns cannot make the columns don't achieve a 3-hour rating. The additions are an increase in the building area. So that increase in building area is subject to IBC Chapter 5 requirements. During our caucus, we were curious as to what was stopping it from being a 1A building with the reduction, and you're saying the columns. Okay. And what type of smoke detection system or alarm system is being installed?
Jim, are you?
Is it manual or automatic?
Jim with Bell Engineers joining us. He needs to be sworn in.
Jim, can I swear you in? Can you
Yes.
raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Thank you.
So we are fully sprinklered and fully automatic fire alarm system.
For the areas of the mezzanine where we have 200% and the design area, are you just using individual rooms at the upper levels of at the mezzanine level, or are you treating the entire unit as one space, or how is the design area for that? The concern basically being how I understand the intent of mezzanines is that you want to give occupants the option of having an open space so they can see hazards, because they're going from one room into the other, basically. So if the sprinkler system is only protecting smaller rooms in that space, there's a potential where a hazard could grow where they wouldn't be able to respond to it quicker if they were on the same floor.
Jim, you have sprinklers high and low, so correct?
We are full coverage with sprinkler.
But you're designing it like the entire dwelling unit is a design area. You're just using compartments within the unit.
Correct, compartments within the unit.
Okay. And is it feasible to consider more than a single compartment within a design area at that height?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
We're not at the extension of the sprinkler coverage. I guess, am I understanding that question correctly?
Yeah, it's just because what the request is, the request is to have an extra large mezzanine, but the sprinkler system is still designing it on a compartment basis. You've now exceeded the floor area we would expect a mezzanine compartment to have. So are you extending, is the design area more than one compartment at the mezzanine level?
So so I guess it's compartment at the mezzanine level, it will have coverage, and below the mezzanine level, it will have coverage.
Okay. Yeah, I don't have any further questions, Amy. I think those were my two concerns: is the level of smoke control and the gap between 1A and 1B.
Get an answer about an automatic smoke detection?
They have automatic fire alarm detection, so it'd be smoke or heat, one of the two.
Okay. Do we need to caucus again?
No.
No?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna have Pradeep help me with this one. So we're granting the variance. Pradeep, are there any provisos you see?
It would be automatic smoke detection. You already have that.
They already have that, so that's not.
Yeah,
a proviso.
exactly. Yeah. So that was it. That was it.
Okay, Wayne, are you in agreement with that?
Oh, no. I don't see his name on the participants list.
He dropped off.
Okay.
All right, let's wait for him to pop back in.
Can I ask a question while we're waiting? So would the construction type for the separation and so forth just be typical 1 hour separation? Everything else is is what would be standard design beyond what the provisos you're requesting?
Yes, yeah, we're not imposing any other additional compartmentation in
Okay.
the building.
All right, Wayne, we need your vote.
I'm good with what the vote is. I'm glad, I'm all right with the variance.
All right, we have the variance with no provisos.
Correct.
Okay,
Okay, all right,
all right.
okay. Bye.
All right, thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Can you stay on, Pradeep, just for a
Yes.
minute?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Excuse me, this is the reporter. Was number 13 continued? I don't have
Yes,
enough.
sir.
Yes, do we need to read that in as continued? Yeah, we'll read it in as continued.
Sorry about that, John. Case number 13, MI 2025-005858 for 2235 North American Street will be continued and rescheduled for Thursday, October 2nd. Thank you.
Thank you, Debbie. All right, you can end recording.
Thank you, everyone.
We're not all done, but yes, you can.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Webster, are you done with the record?